Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to share with you a few storage or organization ideas that I came up with for my yarn. Since I'm doing my yarn, I usually sit in the living room and do my knitting, so I just took up a small little section in the living room, but I wanted to keep it all nice and neat because I'm sitting in the living room and I didn't want stuff to look like my craft room does. So these are a couple things that I picked up the other day, and they are stackable storage keepers. This one was 99¢, and this one was $1.49, and they're nice and square, and they have a nice lid. And what I plan on doing with this bigger one is I did order the ball winder to wind them into those little cakes, and it looks like those cakes will fit like down perfectly down inside of here. And so what I'm doing is I got my husband to get out the drill with the big drill bit, or you can do it yourself. He was just handy, and I had him drill with a nice sized drill hole, and I had him drill into the center of each of the tops. And then I just like kind of smoothed it out, which it didn't need much smoothing because they were really smoothed out. And I just feed my yarn up through the bottom and put the cap back on. And now when I'm working with my yarn, especially if it's in one of those cakes or even if I make a ball, when I pull it, the ball can still like roll around in here. And when I pull my string, it comes out very smoothly, and my string isn't all over the place. Okay, I found some black that I had rolled up. It was in my acrylics, and I put it in the large container. And as you see, when you pull it, the ball goes nowhere, and the yarn doesn't get stuck. And another idea that I had, I found these at a store called Marks. The small one was 99¢, if I didn't say it before, and the large one was $1.49. They had they had more larger sizes too. And this one is containers that they had. They were, I think, at 2 for $3.99, and they have on the snap lid. They are by the Sterilite containers. Let me see. I pulled the tags off them already, so I can't tell you the size. But they have a snap lid, and these are perfect for storing my yarn. These are all of my wools, and the other wool that I got from Knit Picks are in the bottom. So these are the wools that I have. I have another container. I had originally bought these for my craft room. That's why they're pink, because my living room is not pink, but it's okay. They sit in the corner and they look really neat. And I have a total of 4 of these. One is for wool, one I put my cotton in, one I put my shimmer in, and one I put, I have my bamboo. And that one. So they stack neatly. Over there in the corner like that. It's 4 of them. Next, I found this bag. I pulled the tag off. I thought I had saved it. It's called a bottle bag. It's for the baby bottles. It's a very small, I guess you can say a very small diaper bag. And I wanted one that was darker in color, so if I sit it down on the floor when I'm somewhere, it won't get messed up. And that's the inside. And what I'm using this for is when I go somewhere and I take my project with me, all I did was I took an extra thing of yarn The project that I'm working on fits down inside. The piece that I'm working on. This is a sweater that I'm making out of the wool. And it all zips up and it's ready to go. And then it has the 2 side pockets. One I keep it has the 2 side pockets, one on each side. One I keep my glasses in, my glass pack. The other one, I bought these little things at Walmart's. I think they were 6 for $1.97. And I keep my scissors in there, and then I just hook it on to the bag there. Like that, onto the side pocket. And I have my project right in there with me. And also what I picked up was this little case here. And I keep that down on the inside. And I forget where I picked this up at. It may have been at Walmart's. Yeah, it was at Walmart's. I keep my markers. I keep a tape measure. And I keep my a needle and my hook and a needle. And I put a little bit of thread on a needle. And I just have that in the toothbrush container to keep them handy. And then that just sits down along the side inside with my project like that. And it zips up and I can take it and I'm ready to go with it wherever I need to go. Doctor's appointments, anything, I have my project that I'm working on. And the last thing I picked up was this bag at Tuesday Morning for $9.99. It's the Singer Sewing and Craft Tote. And this sits on the floor next to me, and it has like my big project. Like right now I was just working on the sleeves of my sweater. So the rest of the sweater parts stays tucked in this bag. It sits right down on the floor when I was working on the big parts. Because I just found, I had bought this to carry along, and it's a little bit bigger. So it was a little bit bulky. It's really nice though, and I can use it to carry it on. And if you're going anywhere, it has this thing here that you can hook to your suitcase. And it has the, I guess it has a pocket on the side here, actually 2 pockets on the side. It has a zipper pocket going across the whole front. And then it has these 2 mesh pockets on the other side. With the zipper pocket on the front, what I store in it is another little bag. And I have all of my extra hooks stay in there. In the portable bag, it's the hooks that I'm using is in that bag. And then inside of here, usually I just keep this flip back like this on the floor. It has some little elastic on the side, and I keep a pair of scissors tucked down in there. It has a zipper pocket on the inside, and I keep the labels from the item that I'm working on because I want to see how many it's taken me to make it. And then I have a ruler for the gauging. And then on the back side, it has another one of these little pockets here. And what I keep in those pockets are my embroidery needles, my yarn needles, and the extra markers, stitch markers. And that's the inside of the bag. And like I said, I keep the pieces that I have done already. The pieces that I have done, or if I'm working on something bigger, stays in that bag like that. And then it sits on the floor right in front of those plastic containers that I showed you. And that's, oh, one more thing I have, this basket right here. It was the basket that my dog, I kept all her toys in, but all she did was just constantly pull them out. So that is the acrylics that I have for where I made some things out of the acrylic, and some acrylics that I found and stuff like that that I'm going to use. And I keep those in that basket there, and I'm hoping that when I get my little cakes, my little yarn ball winder, and I'm going to make the cakes, and I have the plastic bags with the gusset. I'm going to keep each of the cakes in that with the label on it, and keep them in that basket right there, and that'll be all of my acrylics. And that's all my storage ideas that I have for you, that I'm trying to keep my yarn down to a minimum. Thank you very much for watching my video. Bye.